Hey guys, what is up? My name is Kate, for those of y'all that don't know me. If you do, welcome back after a year. It is so crazy to be sitting here with you guys right now. I mean, literally everything has happened. It's just been a crazy year, and I'm back and I'm so excited to catch you guys up on where I've been. This is actually my second time filming this video. The first time was a little bit more aesthetic with lighting and everything. I was trying to edit it and I just didn't feel like it was right. It just felt really like woe is me and things like that, and that's not how I'm trying to come back with. I just wanted to come back and keep everything positive, and like, you know, things happen in everyone's life. Everyone goes through hardships, so mine just happened to be the year of 2021, which I thought was going to be the best year yet, but we will get to it. So where the heck have I been for a year? Why haven't I been posting videos? There's a lot to it. Let's rewind back to June of 2021. So in June of 2021, Chuck and I made the decision that we were going to live together. Our 3-year anniversary was coming up. We were like, okay, I guess it's time. Both of our paths just kind of lined up together, and we were like, all right, let's make this choice to live together. Neither of us had ever lived with a partner before, so it was a little scary, but in June we decided to move back to my childhood home. My parents live in Pennsylvania. If you guys don't know, if you haven't seen those vlogs, check them out. The house had been sitting empty for a while, so we were like, heck yeah, let's move in for a bit. We were paying, you know, some rent. It was helping us a little bit because the cost of living in Atlanta is no freaking joke. So we were able to do that so we could start saving up some money. We couldn't find any good apartments. Chuck was very against living in an apartment. He really wanted a house, but it was kind of our only option. So we ended up moving to Johns Creek for about a few months. Our stay got cut short, but we never expected to stay there for that long. So in June we move in, we celebrate my 24th birthday with my friends. We end up having a great time. Chuck and I decide that we want to buy this house. You know, it's being sold, why not just buy it? It was a little crazy because we had just moved in together, and now we're like, oh, let's buy a house. But so we start like working up the paperwork with my parents. Basically, we weren't able to purchase the house. Some third party was involved. I'm not going to get into that because I talked about that a lot the first time I filmed this video, and it just didn't feel right, so I'm not going to get into it. But it basically put me in like a severe depression. Not because we didn't get the house, but everything that went along with it. I was terrified to leave my home. I was terrified to be home. Anyways, when we moved, I had decided I was going to transform one of the extra bedrooms into a filming room. So that's what kind of like started to delay my posting process, because A, I wasn't feeling great, I was not in the best state of mind, and B, I didn't have anywhere to film. Like, it was just, you know, not looking great for me. So I just kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and every time I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna start filming a video, something would happen and I wouldn't do it. So there's that. But after everything started happening with the house, we had to make a quick decision to move. We didn't have very much time. We had like less than a month to find a place, sign a lease, and move out. So we found the first apartment that we could, and that is where I'm at right now. We just got a 3-bedroom apartment. It's not in the best of shape, condition, but we wanted the space because we have our babies and animals. For those of y'all that don't know, I don't have kids. Since it was our first time living together, we wanted to have a little bit more space so we weren't right on top of each other. So we found an apartment. We moved in September, but let's backtrack a little bit to August. August of 2021, I became a cat mom, which surprised some people and didn't surprise others. If you know me, I'm a big animal person. I've always wanted a cat, but it never really aligned right for me. I found out from Chuck's sister that her cat had babies, and I went over there not thinking anything of it. I was like, okay, maybe I'll come home with a cat. I kept telling Chuck, like, I'm coming home with a cat. But once I got there, I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do it. So I ended up like having a freak out when I was there, and Chuck's little sister was like, you won't regret it, just do it. So I ended up getting Indy May. Her name's Indy. I call her Indy May. Indy Girl, Indianapolis, Rude Girl. She's got a lot of different nicknames, but she's literally the sweetest little thing in the entire world. I wouldn't say sweet, that's not the right word. She's kind of a bitch, but you know, all cats are. So it's just been awesome having a cat. I absolutely love having her around. Her and Tay are like the bestest of friends. They do everything together. They get really upset when they're separated. It's literally the cutest thing in the entire world. So we got Indy, best decision ever. Yeah, cats are a million times easier than dogs. So if you're like fighting over like, I really want a pet, but I don't know if I have the time for it. Cats are a little bit easier and less demanding than dogs. You still gotta put time into it, but our cat does behave kind of like a dog because she grew up with Taya, so whatever. I don't know if I have a cat or a dog, but that's besides the point. So we've been living in this apartment for a little while now. It is now April, but we have some huge news, and if you've seen the title, you know that Chuck and I are now homeowners. So how did we get into that? Why am I still in this apartment? Okay, let's go back. Once everything started happening with the house that we were staying in, my parents' old home, we started looking on like Zillow and stuff, but we know the market is absolutely trash right now, so we were like, okay, this isn't gonna happen. We ended up seeing this one house that was listed like pretty low, but it was stunning. It was very like farmhouse looking, and we were like, okay, there's Indy, there she is. We were like, okay, let's reach out to this woman. So we reached out to this woman. She's like, hey, the house has already been sold, but if you're looking for a house, I know a really good realtor. She's my daughter. So we were like, okay, if you guys need a realtor, reach out, because she literally made our dreams come true. I'm so freaking thankful for her. We find her by accident. We start looking for months. Like, we probably saw like 60 houses or something. It was freaking insane. We kept putting in these crazy offers, even offers that we couldn't afford, because we were just so determined. After having a glimpse of what having a home would look like, Chuck and I were like, it is time. We're tired of throwing our money away into rent. We want to buy something. So we start looking, and our offer finally gets accepted on a house. And you know, we start doing the numbers, and it just wasn't right. And I was ready to be done. I said I couldn't do this anymore. I was tired of getting my heart broken. I was tired of visualizing myself in these homes only to be told no. I just was tired of being told no. I wanted this home. I wanted to start my life. You know, I'm a little young, but Chuck and I are both in our professions, and I've been in my career for about 3 years now. So I was ready. I had to go visit our southern salons one day, which I don't get there very often because, you know, all the other ones are central to each other. But this one is out south. So I went down south and visited my crew over there. And while I was there, my realtor was texting me, and she was like, hey, there's this house I really want you to see. She had sent it to me a few weeks before, but it didn't really stick out to me because it was the non-renovated photos. So I was like, oh, it's cute, but whatever. So she's like, you have to see it today. It gets listed tomorrow if you want to see this house. And I was like, okay. So I'm texting Chuck. I'm like, hey, I'm down south. Do you want to go see this house? And he's like, I don't have time today. I'm not going to be able to make it. He works pretty far from where the house was. So I finally make this decision. I'm going to go see this house without him. And I'm telling my coworkers like, hey, I gotta go. I gotta go look at this house. And so they're like, and the house is actually pretty close to where I was visiting, so it ended up working out. But I was like, okay, whatever, like yet another house I'm gonna go see. And then I show up there, and it's completely renovated. It's so beautiful. It had everything that we wanted, and we started like taking things off our wish list because it was just not doable with our budget and everything in this market. We wanted like a garage, we wanted a yard, we wanted a fenced in yard. I don't think these were big asks, but you'd be surprised at the stuff that we were finding. It was none of the above. So this house had everything. It had every single thing that we wanted, except for my like screened-in porch, but like that was like really bougie of me, and I don't know why I felt like I needed that. But I talked to my realtor, and I said, okay, I have to go home and convince Chuck that we have to get this house without him even seeing it. And she's like, okay, well, we need to act fast. So I go home, I show Chuck the videos and the pictures that I took, and he's like, okay. And I was like, okay, what? He's like, we can put an offer in. And I was like, really? Like, you're gonna trust me on this? He's like, yeah, I trust you. We've seen so many houses together. You know what I like, I know what you like. Let's do it. So we put the offer in. They picked us, and they picked us on the day of our anniversary. So we celebrated our 3rd anniversary. The February 24th is such a special day for us because it's our anniversary, it's his parents' anniversary, it's his mom's birthday, and we didn't actually plan our anniversary to be that day. It just kind of happened, and then we were like, oh, we're sharing it. Like, that's so funny. So that day to me is like so special, and to find out that we're closing on our dream home on our anniversary, like, higher power right there, you guys. Like, that was insane. So we went under contract. We agreed on temporary occupancy for the current homeowners so that after we close they can find another house and we can get out of this apartment. So we ended up cutting our lease, and we are set to move June 1st. So we are homeowners, and I announced on social media, but this is the story. This is how we got our home. I am so excited for all the DIY videos that are going to be coming out and all the stuff that we're going to be doing to the house. I will keep you guys updated on that. We are so excited. My camera just died. This is what happens when you don't film for a friggin' minute. Oh, okay, so let's backtrack what the other stuff has been going on. Now that you guys have heard about the house, you can either end here or continue to hear what's been going on with me. But in September. In September, Chuck finally got to go to Pennsylvania and see my parents' house, and it was really special. And they bought a boat, so we got to go out on the boat and just like get to spend some time together. So that was really special for me. In October, I decided to dye my hair dark, which was a big change for you guys, but here it is, and I love it. And I don't know if I'll be going back. I think I will be going blonde at some point, but not all the way like I used to be. I'll probably just add blonde throughout the ends here and there because I don't know, I miss the blonde, but I don't know. I feel like I look really pale with dark hair. Sound off below, but it is also not styled, so watch my next video. That comes out next week, and you will see my hair styled, and you can give me your thoughts, but not yet because it's not styled. Huh, okay. March, the first day of spring, Taya turned 2 years old, which you guys have to see her right now. This is how she's laying while I'm filming. Also, I am wearing a t-shirt dress, so I'm not just wearing a big shirt and no pants. I promise you guys I'm covered, but I am in my home by myself, so it's okay. Anyways, that is my life updates, you guys. Nothing crazy. I'm doing so much better than I was. Like I was telling you guys earlier, I did go through like a little rough patch. Life is good. The only other thing is I took over recruiting for my company, so now I am marketing and recruiting, and I'm still obsessed with my company. I've been there for 4 years in different roles, so I just am very blessed. The position came to me when I was going through like the hardest time last year, and it was honestly a blessing, and I love it, and I love getting to inspire others and help them find a path for them and their careers and stuff. So gotta give Kaya all her cuddles. I gotta go give my baby some attention. Stay tuned for next week. I'm doing a weekend in my life vlog. It'll be up soon. I can't wait to get back into vlogging, and I can't wait to show you guys all the crazy things that are gonna be coming up in my life. It's a good time, it's a good year, and I'm happy to be back. And I don't know if it's gonna be every single week like I used to be, but I'm gonna try to get there. So stay tuned. I love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. If you made it to the end, thank you. I had a lot to catch you up on, but love you guys so much. I will see you guys next week, and that's all.